Kansept here. Sup? Let's check it in. Check it out. This is a Kansept Wedge. It says it's a backlock, 2.5 inch, Nick Swan design, 154 cm red G10. I mean, it's got my interest peaked now. Backlock. Kansept backlock. Okay. I mean, it feels small. Yeah, it feels tiny. Well, I'm not going to say tiny, but it's definitely small. Let's just immediately get rid of all this. How about that? The Kansept Wedge. All right. It's got a fuller on both sides. I'm guessing. Okay. Kansept logo, 154 cm, stonewashed 154. And then it's got the wedge. They name their knives on the blade. And I could see what would have attracted me to this little knife. I love the little buoy blade. I dig it, man. And then it's a backlock. I don't know that I want to test that on my fingers. Let's use two hands. I mean, I don't think I'm going to take this one apart. I think I'm going to leave it be. I'm just going to do a run through on this, and we'll send it over to Timber's Edge. They can sell this, and we'll leave it be. Leave it. Basically, we wiped it off and photographed it. This backlock is kind of stiff. Like, I don't think that blade's going to fall. Yeah, it's kind of stiff. But for this tiny, like a little penknife, no pocket clip, I mean, this is a fifth pocket or, like an old gentleman's little slip joint knife, but it's a lockback. Pretty cool. And this all shined up really nice. This is all polished. The spring for the lock, the spacer in there, it's all polished up very nice. And to be honest, it's kind of a nice little feel in hand. I mean, it's locked. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere. Snappy action. Look at that. I dig it. Yeah, pretty cool little ergonomics. I mean, yeah, if I had to. If I needed to knurl a little hole or something, that would work. I like it. We're not going to make a long drawn out video. It's a pretty simple knife. Little lockback, stonewash, 154 cm. The ergonomics, it's very comfortable in hand. I like the red G10. It's an attractive little knife. And that lockback is functional. It's a two-handed knife though. The tension on that spring, that is not a one-hander. That's a two-hand functioning knife right there. And I don't do a lot of those on this channel, but I don't despise it. I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings to own one of these. Have it in my pocket. Nice little, pocket knife. Maybe in the console of my truck, that kind of thing. Let's see how they did on that edge. Yeah. Crazy sharp. Wonderful. It's how I would expect it to be. Let's talk price and availability. Okay, well, interesting. Turns out that Timber's Edge Knives has a couple of these. There's a red one and a G10 one, a Jade G10, and then a brownish one. And this red one, oddly enough, seems to be super popular. And so this thing goes for like 80 bucks. The G10 one, I think, goes for, I'm sorry, the Jade one, I think it goes for like 50 or $60. And then there's a brownish one, and I think it's like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 bucks, maybe $45. Yeah, but this red one, is it, I don't know, is it a collector's piece or something? But back in the day, these were over $115. Yeah. I mean, I do like it. I get the concept of it. I think I called them Kansept again. But yeah, I get the concept. Pretty cool. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching, man. Hey, if you're interested, watch Timber's Edge, because I believe that they have a few different models of this coming to the forefront. Appreciate y'all watching. Kind of cool piece. Okay, well, guess what I got here? Here's that brown one that I was talking about, and look what I found. The action on this one, it's one-handed, drop shut, and so smooth. Yeah, wonderful. So you know what I got to do, right? I got to take that red one apart because, man, is this nice. And I did not find the Jade one, so I'm not sure where it's at. I'll see if I can answer that question in a second. But let me get the red one out. I'm gonna put this one up, and I'll get the red one out. Let's do this quickly. I don't want to do it sloppily, but let's do it quickly because it's just super tight. I mean, the lock on it, everything. So I think if I start with that, well, it's loose, but it's not captured. So let's get a little help in here. I do believe it's going to come out the other side. I know it is. I mean, the whole goal on this now is to try to improve this action a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. I mean, it's not horrible, but it definitely could be better. So now everything's loose. I'm going to try it and see. Yeah, see, that spring on this one, that's the issue. It's just the back spring here is super tight. So I'm not sure if I can adjust that, but we're going to look. Got a little bit of oil in here too. Let me get a pry bar. I mean, what I thought was just going to be a tiny, quick little video, it kind of turned into a project now, right? Some washers. And all the tension is in this spring right here. Yeah, that's all the tension. Now, can I adjust that? I don't know. I'm going to try. Not sure what it'll take to get that off, but I think I'll start by pulling these two screws right here. Yeah, seem to be helping. Yep. All right, so I think I can grab that with two pairs of pliers. Get this adjusted out a little bit. That seems about right. Okay, now I just want to bend that slightly. Well, here, hold on. All right, let me do this right. All right, piece of paper, pencil. We're going to trace this. It doesn't got to be perfect, but we are going to look for a change in this part. So now we're going to bend it and then we'll lay it back on our trace and see how far it should be up, like there is what I'm going to try to accomplish. I'm going to try to change it just the slightest little bit, and then we'll check it. And I know, hey, short video turned into another marathon. What can I say? I mean, you knew it was coming. If you hang out here, you already know. Like, there was no way I could let that, what was it, 4 minutes? uh, what's that? Who's that? Come on. All right. Now, I'm going to cover that back up. I just wanted to get my bearings. I think I moved it. Let's see. Yeah, see? Just slightly. Can you see it? Well, let me get it up there where you can see. I just did a bunch of work outside of the camera, so I could at least I could do is bring this up. So I'm going to line this back up, and you'll see that we're just slightly high now. So I'm going to put that back together, and we'll see what that does for us. But before I do, and I know I got a lot of stuff laying here, but it's the way it is on this piece. I am going to wipe all this down because if it's good, I don't want to have to redo it. You know what I mean? That stop pin's tiny, tiny. And I do try to keep oil out of this part of a lockback. I I tend to find lock stick with that when those get oiled up. All right, I'm gonna wipe these off real quick, and then I am gonna polish them. I'm in here, so why not? So if you go to Timber's Edge, this knife will be listed as checked in, and it says that hey, it could have been disassembled, and it could have been tuned, and it could have been stropped. Well, I'm not going to strop it, but I definitely am tuning this knife. So you go for the red one, it's a tuned knife. Tuned. We'll see how well I did here in a second. Yeah, there were some burrs on them washers. Not bad, but they were there. All right. Let's reassemble this dude. Dude. From the Dude Ranch. Yep. And stop pin. And lock. Actually, I think that pin I'm going to put it in last. I think is what we're going to do. I need to put these spacers in and put screws in now that I'm looking at it. Nah, I didn't need all that. Okay, should be able to put this in. I think I bent it the wrong way. I did. You dork. Oh, I put more tension on it. You idiot. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can't even function it now. It's so tight. Stupid. Come on, man. Yo, right now, just turn the video off, man. Just unsubscribe. Save yourself. Oh, goodness. All right, well, I am going to get my piece of paper back in. I'm a little high. I need to be a little low. Or something like that. Oh, what a doorknob. Oh, well. Hey, you know what? I did that on purpose. I wanted to show you how not to do it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket. All right. We're having fun now. All right, about to make the bend. I want to bend it down. Yeah, see? So, oddly enough, I'm just slightly lower now. See that? There's my trace, and I'm just slightly lower on it. So I'm gonna try it now. Let's just see what's up. Yeah, it's still way tight. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got it right. So I am going to put this pin in, which will stop that from going too far forward. Like so. And now I just need the tiniest little bit of lube. And I could put my washers on. And a little more lube. And a blade. Well, it's definitely going to be different. Until I get it together, I can't say if it's okay, if it's too much, not enough. It's just there's no way to tell on a piece like this. I just got to get it completely back together, and then I can assess it. Oh yeah, yeah, night and day. Let's finish. Well, can I get to it? There's a scale screw. Yeah, there it is. Whew, lucky me. Liner screw. Man, come on. This thing is pushing me to the limit. There it is. Phew. Got some wiggle. Let's get rid of that wiggle. Don't want no wiggle. Yeah, night and day. Okay, well, I took a really short video and turned it into a marathon, but we fixed that. Check one thing. Okay, well, I thought so, but these two, this brown one and this red one, are already listed over there at Timber's Edge Knives. So these are currently for sale. The green one, the jade one, has already been sold. So yeah, got this red one, got a brown one, and I think the pricing's about what I thought it was. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching. This one's gonna list now. It'll represent that it's been tuned up and taken apart, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty awesome now, smooth. That stiff detent doesn't exist anymore. This thing's wonderful. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching this marathon.